Now at 10, Allen County has a new bike and trails coordinator with a plan to connect Southeast Kansas via outdoor recreation. Plus, how folks are celebrating Halloween at this stage in the pandemic. And an FDA committee has wrapped up a hearing looking into the need for booster shots for people who received the one-dose Johnson & Johnson vaccine.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
The weekend shaping up to be perfect for getting outside to enjoy some fall weather. This is KOAM News at 10. We start with Chief Meteorologist Doug Heddy.
Yeah, Dow, it actually looks just about perfect. Fall is kind of taking its time moving in this past couple months. So we're actually going to get a really nice fall weekend. Today, 66. That was a midnight high. We hung out near 60. Most of the day we dropped eventually down to about 54 degrees. All the clouds, all the showers we had earlier, these are gone. These are rolling off toward the east. So if we look out west, there's just not much going on. And that's good news, meaning we are going to see really nice conditions. It is chilly. We're sitting into the mid to upper 40s, and eventually we're going to drop all the way back to about 39 later on tonight. I think we're going to stay just above that frost level, which is good news. And then a quick warm up, 50 by 10, 61 by noon, but a high temp, just about perfect. Plenty of sunshine, right around 65 degrees. Of course, we're going to look at the rest of the weekend and into next week here in just a bit.
All right, we'll see you then. The new bike and trails coordinator for Thrive Allen County has really hit the ground running for the Rural Health Advocacy Organization. John Leahy wears a lot of hats as he organizes volunteers for trail maintenance projects, develops new community trails, and works with Thrive Allen County's Bike Share program and Earn a Bike program. But Leahy's most ambitious project is one that reaches beyond Allen County, Kansas.
It's going to be a 43-mile route from Fort Scott to Iola, running along Old Highway 54. And it should be really neat once all the signs get put in. We're then looking to talk with Crawford County about extending the route down there.
The multi-county bike trail, also known as Prairie Pathways, has already been approved, and Thrive Allen County is now working on getting trail signage approved. With Halloween just a little more than 2 weeks away, Dr. Anthony Fauci says trick-or-treating outdoors can be relatively safe. KOAM's Bronte Sorotsky spoke with area health experts to see if they agree and how they recommend 4-staters celebrate concerning the COVID numbers.
I think that particularly if you're vaccinated, but you can get out there. You're outdoors for the most part.
Dr. Anthony Fauci, the nation's top disease expert, is giving kids the green light to break out the costumes and candy for Halloween this year. And local health experts in Southwest Missouri agree.
Yeah, I was happy to hear Dr. Fauci said that everybody should enjoy Halloween, the holidays coming up. And certainly in our part of Southwest Missouri, our numbers now are at 45 active cases in Newton County.
Joplin residents are even more excited to know that Halloween can be enjoyed this year safely.
Excited to be back out here. We've added some new things to it. So yeah, we're just really excited for everyone to see it and be out here.
Donna Stokes, infection disease preventionist at Mercy Hospital, says she agrees with Dr. Fauci.
So, fortunately for our community, we're starting to see a trend downward in our number of COVID cases. That doesn't mean that it's gone. There's still virus circulating. So for Halloween, it really is looking good for the kiddos to be able to get out and do some trick-or-treating this year and do it safely.
With the virus still in the area as well as flu season approaching, Stokes still recommends taking proper safety measures.
Go out, do that trick-or-treating, and enjoy Halloween this year. Go in small groups. Outside activities are great. Inside activities, you still want to be cautious.
But health experts say we're in a better place to enjoy Halloween and other upcoming holidays than we were last year. In Newton County, Bronte Sorotsky, KOAM News.
Area health experts still recommend that eligible people get vaccinated against COVID-19 and get this year's flu shot. Pitt State today honored 2 former graduates with the Outstanding Alumni Award. Shelley Shorer earned an MBA and is now the CEO of Common Spirit Health's Northern Division. And Michael Gray earned 3 bachelor's degrees and is Assistant General Counsel at Watco. The university gave the awards as part of PSU's Homecoming Week. And that is a look at our top stories and weather in the first 7 minutes of KOAM News at 10. Still ahead, an FDA advisory panel decides whether to give the thumbs up to a Johnson & Johnson booster shot. An FDA advisory panel today gave Johnson & Johnson's COVID-19 booster shot a thumbs up after Moderna's booster received it yesterday. Final FDA approval could come next week. Skylar Henry reports from Washington.
The FDA advisory panel unanimously voted to recommend Johnson & Johnson's booster shot for the more than 15 million Americans who've received the single-dose COVID vaccine.
We do have 19 out of 19 unanimous yes votes for this question.
The committee did not provide a definitive time frame. It said everyone 18 and older should wait at least 2 months after their first J&J shot, but suggested 6 months might produce better results. During the discussion, panel experts pointed to evidence J&J's vaccine appears less protective over time than the 2-dose Moderna and Pfizer shots.
All of the data do not fully align with this being a vaccine that retains excellent activity over time against all forms of disease or even against severe forms of disease.
On Thursday, the same committee recommended Moderna's booster shot after 6 months, but it restricted that recommendation to seniors over 65, younger people with certain health conditions, and workers more potentially exposed to COVID-19.
Many people may be suffering breakthrough infections, but the protection from severe disease is still holding up quite well for all of the vaccines.
The federal effort to provide boosters comes as about 66 million Americans eligible for vaccines remain unvaccinated. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
Both the J&J and Moderna recommendations need the approval of the FDA and the CDC. Doug is going to be right back with the complete forecast. First, though, we take time to honor a local veteran. Radarman 3rd Class Kenneth Bowen served in the U.S. Navy. His hometown, Roseland, Kansas. And we are proud to salute Radarman 3rd Class Kenneth Bowen. He's tonight's 4-state hero.
Well, it actually turned out to be kind of a gloomy Friday. We had the on and off showers through the morning into the early afternoon, and then the sun popped out, and it actually turned out to be a very nice fall evening, kind of crisp, the way it should be for this time of the year. Great shot, live shot. This is Indigo Sky Casino and Resort. Of course, Indigo is just outside of Seneca, Missouri. Friday night, parking lot is full. Looks pretty good. Temperatures, great. Chilly, but good. Most of us are sitting into the mid-40s across the region. Now, we are going to cool down to about 38 or 40 later on tonight, but I do not expect to see any frost. I think we're going to stay just above that level, so that's good because it's a little early for a frost. But look at this, we aren't alone. The entire Central Plains kind of chilly, mainly into the 40s to 50s, and we're going to be kind of cool once again as we head into the daytime hours tomorrow. The winds were kind of strong earlier today. Thankfully, these have kind of diminished, so pretty much calm winds as we go through the overnight hours tonight. Looks good. Clear skies up top, currently 47. Calm winds, humidity is kind of high, right at 86%. So again, we may see some patchy fog, not as thick as what we saw last night, but some patchy fog across the region. Clear skies, nothing going on here. Rain heading the other direction. If we look out to the west, there's nothing going on. So this is our weather Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then we'll start to get a storm system in here by about the middle of next week. Let's go ahead and break it down for you tonight. Chilly, about 38 to 40 degrees. Clear skies. We warm into lower 60s by noon. I think most of us will top out 65 to about 67, a little bit warmer in our western counties. Here's your forecast. We'll start at 39. 60 by noon, 65 during the afternoon, and the winds aren't going to be near strong. Northwesterly winds light at about 5 to 10. Not as chilly tomorrow night. We'll drop back mid-40s, still clear skies. The winds switch out of the south on Sunday, and that helps our temperatures warm up just about perfect, mid-70s by Sunday afternoon. As we go into next week, Monday looks good. Tuesday looks good, 70s. Then Tuesday night into Wednesday, a weak system works in. Gives us some scattered showers, maybe a few thunderstorms, a northerly wind behind the cold front, so this drops us back into the 60s by late next week. But all in all, pretty quiet weather-wise and pretty nice for the next 7 days. 65 tomorrow, 73 on Sunday, 76 on Monday, then up to about 78 by Tuesday.
You know, sometimes cold front means not quite as hot front, but in this
Right.
case, when we say cold, overnight, it's going to be officially cold.
Yeah, it's going to be cold tonight.
Yeah, I guess so. But it's going to be a nice weekend.
Yeah, it really will be.
Thanks, Doug. Doug and I are getting out of here now, so we can turn it over to Jacob Leonard. Friday night football action straight ahead.
Friday night, proudly sponsored by LeBet Health, GN Bank, and KOAM.
What's up, everybody? We're already at week 8 of 4-State Friday night. I'm KOAM Sports Director Jacob Leonard, and we're going to start things off tonight with a Big 8 clash. The Nevada Tigers host the McDonald County Mustangs. Now, both teams have only one loss on the year, coming from the same team, the Lamar Tigers. Otherwise, two high-powered offenses going at it tonight. We'll pick it up. First drive for McDonald County, 3rd and 9, Cole Martin to Pierce Harmon. Harmon takes a shot, but hangs on for the first down. A very next play, Martin, one of my favorite players, man, sends a rocket down the middle to Colton Ruddick. Ruddick gets in for the 34-yard touchdown. Mustangs have a 6-0 lead. Now, ensuing Nevada possession, no kidding, very first play, Cade Beshore to Case Sanderson. Look at the one-handed grab there. Sanderson all the way for the 74-yard touchdown. Just like that, we are all tied up at 6. Now, McDonald County back to work. Look at this, 4th and 1. Martin keeps it, gets the 1, and then the rest of it. Mustangs back in front, 13-6 with a 30-yard touchdown. So many big plays in this one early. Here's another. Second quarter, Avius Stedman for Nevada. Gets to the far sideline. It's pretty quick, all right? Nobody catches him. 59-yard touchdown. Tigers within 1 at half, but McDonald County, what a win for the Mustangs. They take down Nevada 39-34. To Lamar now, the Tigers on an 18-game winning streak, trying to stay unbeaten at home against Seneca. First quarter, Trace Wilhite finds a hole, gets in the end zone for Lamar's first touchdown. It's 7-0 after 1. To the second now, Tigers really go to work. Austin Wilkerson straight up the middle. Outruns everybody for the touchdown. Home team pushes the lead to double digits. Lamar also playing some defense tonight. Seneca ball, Ethan Fritchie looking for Jackson Graham instead. Finds Joel Beshore for the interception. After a return, Tigers would take advantage of the turnover. Beshore keeps it and scores. Lamar out to a 21-0 lead with this touchdown here. And they didn't look back. Make it 19 in a row for the Tigers. They beat Seneca tonight in a shutout, 41-0. Well, in last week's game of the week, the Carthage Tigers took over sole possession of the top spot in the COC, beating Joplin 34-22. The Tigers are now 7-0, going for win number 8 here tonight. Carthage back at it at home for senior night, hosting Republic. Now, first play for Carthage, Caden Cabant gets to the outside, runs for the first down, steps out of bounds there. Then the handoff to Luke Gall, doing what he does every week. 47 yards in for the score. Puts the Tigers on top 7-0. Now Republic responds here. Avery Moody keeps it. Finds the end zone against a solid Carthage defense. Tie ball game. Start of the second. Finishing a drive here. Cabance takes it in from 2 yards out. Carthage back on top. And they would roll from there. Tigers win it 35-14. Well, as we mentioned, the Joplin Eagles are coming off their first loss of the season. In last week's game against Carthage, the Eagles' offense was held to a season-low 22 points. And Joplin tries to respond tonight, hitting the road to face Branson. They had to work for it a little. Eagles win a good one, 21-16. Joplin wraps up the regular season at home next week against Neosho. Well, switching to Southeast Kansas now, the Gerard Trojans, no doubt been one of the best stories in the area this season. Trojans are 6-0 for the first time in 22 years. Right now, they're tied with Frontenac for first place in the district with a 3-0 district record. Now, Gerard aims to stay perfect tonight against Iola in their first home game in a month. First score of the game goes to Gerard. Luke Nigaman connects with Wyatt Foley in the end zone. Missed PAT, but the Trojans have the early lead 6-0. Gerard with the ball again. Handoff to Alex Kester. He gets to the outside, gets by everybody. Straight into the end zone. Gerard pushes the lead to 12-0. Sticking around in the first, Nigaman keeps it, gets right in for the score. Then early in the second, Trojans on the ground again. Bo Harris runs it in with no problem. Gerard stays rolling. They win tonight 42-6. 3A District 1. Everyone chasing Galena right now. The Bulldogs are undefeated in district play and have won 5 games in a row coming into tonight's matchup with Cherryville. Galena rolls again 38-0. Bulldogs stay on the road for the 3rd straight week next week at Baxter Springs. The Pittsburgh Purple Dragons are on a 3-game winning streak right now with 2 games to go. Tonight's matchup is Pittsburgh's final road game of the regular season at KC Wyandotte. Look at that, Pittsburgh put up 60 tonight, winning 63-16. Purple Dragons return home to close out the season against Baser Linwood next week. When we come back, the Neosho Wildcats hit the field against Willard, and one of them is going to go home with their first win, plus Webb City, Carl Junction, and Colgan all at home. We'll have those highlights and more when we come back. Junction looks to find its offensive rhythm again tonight after struggling to find the end zone even once in last week's loss to Republic. That's a tough one for Carl Junction against a good Nixa team tonight. Explosive play here, opening drive of the half. Cale Combs breaks free, almost gets caught, but he will win the foot race in the end zone. 35-14 Nixa. You got to check this play out here. 3rd and 10, Dexter Merrill on the receiving end. Beautiful one-handed grab. That leads to 1st and goal. Jordan Woodruff gets in. Bulldogs back within 14. Then CJ defense forces a punt, but first play thereafter, Nixa gets the pick 6. It's Ty Hartman adding the points. Nixa rolls by Carl Junction in the end, 49-21. To Webb City now, the Cardinals aim to bounce back against Ozark tonight after their first ever loss to Nixa a week ago. Cade Wilson, dude was on fire early, finds the end zone 3 times in the first quarter. Here he is again, getting in on the other side. One more time, breaks free. Cardinals up 19-0. Second quarter, Connor McMurray throwing down the field, looking for an open Cardinal, but Jace Easley turns around to intercept it. Ozark takes possession. Here at the 3-yard line, Ozark ball. Ball comes loose. Jace Easley, though, covers it up. That makes it 19-7 in the second. Webb City takes the win. Plenty of points, 63-48. Well, the Aurora Hound Dogs are on a tear right now. Since dropping their season opener, Hound Dogs have been perfect, winning 6 straight. Tonight, Aurora at Reed Spring, and they did it again, winning 28-14. Aurora closes out the regular season next week with a big road game against Nevada. On the other side of the Big 8, East Newton and Cassville meet today. East Newton 1-6, while Cassville slightly better coming into the night with a 2-5 record. Wildcats get the job done at home big, winning 42-6. Cassville finishes up the regular season next week at McDonald County. This season has been a tough one so far for the Neosho Wildcats in their first year under head coach Brandon Towdy. The Wildcats are winless in their first 7 games, but tonight they got a chance to change that. Neosho hosts Willard this evening. Willard also trying for their first win of the season. We start things off, first drive of the game for Neosho, Quentin Hughes going for the deep ball, but Willard senior Kessler Heine pulls down the INT. Willard offense stalls out though, bringing us to this run on the next Neosho possession. Jared Seiler makes a couple cuts, wins the race to the pylon from 28 yards out. Neosho leads 7-0. Now ensuing possession for Willard, quarterback Russell Roaton looking for his man over the middle. Picked off though by Lane Yost. Yost on the return though, gets twisted around, takes a shot. Willard fortunate to get the ball back, but it's Neosho fortunate enough to get their first win of the season tonight in a close one, 21-14. The Colgan Panthers have won 3 straight games to open up district play. All 3 games have been blowouts for the Panthers, outscoring those 3 opponents 123-25. Tonight, Colgan has a chance to get over 500 and push their winning streak to 4 games against Erie. First drive for Erie, Garrett Ruark gets outside, enough for the first down, but the Red Devils come up empty on the drive. Colgan ball now, Aiden Fleming gets into the end zone for the first touchdown of the game. Now, Erie back in possession. Check it out. Colgan defense nearly comes up with the pick as Keegan Fleming over there close to getting the interception. Panthers go to the air now. Fleming looking for Colin Height the whole way. Beautiful ball. Height brings it in. 43-yard score. All Colgan all night. Panthers get the 4-0 in the district, winning 41-8. Well, Field Kinley, fresh off their first win of the season, faced with a tough one tonight against Chanute. Now, Chanute, listen to this, 5-1 on a 5-game winning streak. They've allowed exactly 0 points in the last 3 games, none. Tonight, Field Kinley did score on them, but Comets roll again 48-6. Next week, Chanute wraps up the regular season at home against Labette County. Well, that's all the time we have here tonight. Be sure to switch over to our sister station, Fox 14, at 11 o'clock for Press Box. That show is 30 minutes, all football. We'll have even more high school football highlights and scores from all across the area. For now, though, we got to get out of here. Thanks for staying up with us. We'll see you right back here next Friday.